Welcome back, everybody. We're going to go straight into the action. How does that sound? You know what? Sounds good to me, Keith. It's APEKS versus SKADE, the Bulgarian boys. Always a pleasure to watch these guys. Of course, the APEKS side is no strangers to the Winners League. A strong force to be reckoned with here. And they're going to kick off with double flashes and a kit. Usually when I see this, I'm thinking two things. Aggression towards A, monster pops. Double flashes on the monster flash.
With their spawns too, though, yeah, there's nothing that says anything towards A. Definitely represents a B side of things. And everyone's typing "have fun," Roy. This is a cheery lobby. Everyone's happy. Smile. Flash towards monster. Triple swing. Second flash will be for contact. Rocking's going to be coming up short now. No flash comes in. Russ, can he lock this down? Rocking is dancing in front of him. He's out of bullets. He's to the knife. He almost chases
like,
with
yep,
the knife.
No, I'm not doing that one. I instantly backs that idea. He does catch one before his death. And it is down to the 2 versus 2 now. Truth coming in from Water. And, of course, APEKS is coming in from the CT side. And SKADE winning each of their individual 1v1s. Raptor with 3 on that pistol. A massive round for him. And SKADE are off to a pretty strong start.
Wow, Gruss was 3. If his teammates would have just perhaps traded out towards Monster, that could have went a different way. And SKADE buy up Mac 10s, AK Galil, and they look for water control. Of course, APEKS will force up. Tis the meta. How she goes. Rocking. Coming up short first, not the second. Actually, well traded by Truth. He doesn't get the Galil. So he's going to want to stick around his turn and keep going back for more. Rainwalk Waker. Going to be dancing here, though. Trying to farm some cash, get some opening kills. Double molly and nade towards barrels. If anyone stuck around there a bit too long, that wouldn't have ended well, Roy. But it seems like SKADE have this under control. APEKS have the numbers in the right place, but it's just going to be so hard for them to hold this.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Or Peak Heaven?
Yeah, they completely neglected the scout in heaven, and now they have paid the price. I agreed with that for a few seconds, and now my mind has completely changed, Keith. It is a 1 versus 2. Rafsu, AK in hand. I'm in his favor now, for now as well. He's got a sliver of an angle here on the heaven player. He's not able to catch a kill, unfortunately. The bomb is down so deep in pit, though, that it needs to be... Oh, he tags him. I think that just solidified it. He's getting pincered on in by Dennis as well. He's getting wrapped on. It's only a matter of time now. He has the high ground on top of the sandbag, but he's down to the P2000. No.
This is so awkward. How is he still alive? Thank you. That's only merciful. Get him down. APEKS. I think SKADE kind of lost that round the moment they threw the sight smoke and they're likely to just swing wildly into Heaven's view. Bit of a lack of oversight there. Peeking into the scout, getting tagged down, and then the pistols were able to see them too because they went just wide enough. So SKADE, I think that was more SKADE losing that on their own errors than it was APEKS really setting up nicely there.
I think that's typically how errors happen, right? It's like you're overextending your control, you overlook a certain angle, and you're also just letting Dennis farm you on the A site. Well, I'm spelling disaster, Keith.
Yeah. Only 1 kill. Dennis walks away nice and clean. And here we go. APEKS, no op, but they have the rifles and MP9. SKADE not buying anything, just a flash. This should be APEKS taking a 3-1 lead. They win the scrappy round and get their bonuses off the back of it. And there shouldn't, and I'm going to say this with confidence, shouldn't be a chance SKADE get a plant, let alone the round win. So, and I feel pretty safe saying that.
Yeah, if there's anything I've learned in the last couple days of the league is that there is no shoulds and shouldn'ts.
I know.
Imagine SKADE gets a 3K right here with the Glock somehow. Nah, some
Also,
rounds are more sane than others.
fair note, that is Dennis, like the Dennis. So
Yes.
just
The
throwing that
old
out there.
fanatic Dennis.
Yes.
Still a god, by the way.
Old NIP Dennis, legendary Dennis. Playing with some young guns. Honestly, I kind of like him in this lineup because he's going to bring some big brain setups and just probably structure, which these young players might be lacking.
Yeah, and I think above all, composure, right? I think it's kind of like the one thing that a lot of people overlook when it comes to certain dynamics with certain teams is when you have that older player, when you have that more veteran experienced player on your team. Not that Dennis is that old, to be honest, but you kind of have this mindset that like no one is far out of reach, right? Like he gives you the sense that like, dude, I played majors against like the best of the best of the best. These guys are nothing. Anyway, it's that little shift in mindset. It can be massive to a young team's confidence, right?
Without a doubt. And of course, on pistol rounds, the round's almost secured with Dennis on your team. So, hey, you'll take it. Speak of the man, and he just gets full blind. The op. Marcelius' hands, he's already low. He's on 8 HP. And SKADE are going to start to pinch this site. Truth, hiding in this smoke. Ooh, Spellen's walked by him. Does he check his left? Oh, he does. But he wants the player in bathroom first. Gonna spin around, gets the first. Can he double in? No, he's missed his chance. That should have been it. Truth could have destroyed the round by himself. Marcelius threw dice, maybe? Not going to pull the trigger. And they may just want to back on out of the free kick. Runs is actually coming out. The spray is just way wild. And he does end up finding the player on site. Denny's Law will clean it up for 2. SKADE back in with a round. Denny's Law gets a 3K. APEKS, though, cash aplenty. But that got a little weird.
Yeah, and he kind of just did not get the op. That's kind of uncharacteristic of Dennis Law, considering you always see this man with the op in hand. Leaves it on the ground, and they're going to go for the AK drops here. Galil for Spellen. Not a big deal. Now, this is the full investment here from both of the sides, Keith. If APEKS do not claim this one, it will be SKADE regaining momentum, regaining the lead. And of course, APEKS is looking to extend their lead further here and get their economy stabilized. An important round, and it's going to start off with SKADE taking control towards connector, as well as water. But it seems like all 5 players are here, Keith. Mostly towards water and 1 towards monster. And just a straight pop on the B site right now. SKADE trading out unfavorably, however. As Truth still remains here. He's going to Molotov towards mini pit. He's going to nade beyond it. He's going to go for the combo. If anyone was there, he definitely cleared out. Now, this typically means that if there's somebody in pit, they're getting pushed off towards underneath hell area. They know that someone is here, Keith. How do they deal with this man?
Well, it's on. Ooh!
Wow.
That was 1 bullet. Good night. Rainwaker, you love to see 1 taps like those. Those are spicy. He lost his teammate, but he's going in for the clutch. Dennis is gone. Marcelius is low. He's lost him around pillar. Time to becoming a problem, and he gets the job done. Rainwaker has come to play. And we're all tied up at 3, and APEKS are the ones who have to take an eco. Man, every game seems so brawly at the start.
I love that, actually. Dennis Law is not going for the extra utility, which is interesting. Not sure what the philosophy is there. Probably just wants to have more money in hand, I guess, if things go wrong. Oh my god. Well, that was the scout. The scout's dead, Keith.
Yep. Good night. SKADE, man down. What do you do in the situation where I imagine just group? Don't overthink it. Don't try to extend solo. Group up, take your rifles, own a site, walk in with confidence. Throw that nostril flash. I remember the name this time, Roy. Not nose, not nose tip, not...
Oh, man. I completely forgot about that, actually. That's so funny.
I mean, nose and nostril, you know? Come on. They're close. Skater's going to walk it on in. Apex, you know, they have the information and connector. They can rotate in, but yeah, not a lot of firepower to stop this. As I say that, Rocking in the open is going to get traded. He is just too quick on flicking all over the place. That'll do it. As Marsilius, unless he gets the ninja defuse, which I'm kind of rooting for. That would be kind of cool, but I don't see that happening. It's been a long time since I've seen a good ninja defuse, though.
I think what bugs me the most is that people are calling a smoke defuse a ninja defuse. Probably still my biggest pet peeve for commentators. Like, everything is a ninja defuse now, Keith.
You don't think this would be a ninja, Roy?
This would be a ninja if he pulled it off. I think him just tapping the bomb will pull people back.
Yeah, exactly. That like it's only a real ninja if you see like some sort of cheeky play and it's like he lets people walk by on purpose and he has the perfect. But like if on a round like that, I think it is just trying to get guns in.
I feel like he would have had a much better chance just going for the bomb tap, forcing players to come back, and just swinging on them. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Just semantics. I think one gun at most, 2 guns there max would have been the opportunity. But either way, Apex will buy up, Keith. They're on rifles. They're limited. No ops on overpass defense typically makes it a little bit harder to maneuver.
And look at the utility already from Apex. They're down to just 2 smokes on a map like Overpass. Aggression may be their friend. Dennis Marsilius shut down. I think they just get caught in that weird transition. Marsilius wanting to get aggressive and Dennis trying to help him. And then they are already so close. They just weren't expecting that. They both fall. Apex looked to retake water control, some form of response. And Truth, hopeful to shut this down, but he walks into a smoke. That timing on the smoke was so unfortunate. And that's just round. Boom. See.
You gotta love that when the default just completely works and everyone's doing their due diligence and clearing the angles. It's so nice to watch. And with, of course, the scenario here presented to Apex, they're just gonna save these guns. They're gonna hold on to what they can. I think with this 5-player live round for SKADE, they've officially stabilized their income. They've guaranteed at least double gun rounds in a row, a good position to be in. And not only that, but they've gone up to the 5th round on the T side already. And there's so much room for more. That's the scary part. Cruz looks like a military general in the 1900s. I think it's just his picture. It's so clean.
The HLTV one? Is that the one you're looking at?
Yeah.
His hair is like perfect. His face, honestly, he has a. I think what does it is he has a very symmetrical face.
Yeah, he does. He does. The lighting is like on point too. I love it. I love it. Good looking guy. Good looking guy.
The players are having a laugh, Roy, because the pauses are 2 minutes. And Apex paused and they go, "What? 2 minutes?" And Rocking and SKADE just reply, "Yeah, enjoy it." Like they're making fun of him for having to call the pause because they knew how long it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that actually.
I think the last update kind of ruined everything. Remember when the servers weren't allocating? I think it kind of just broke something and it hasn't been
might have scuffed the
fixed.
config. Yeah. Okay, I see. And there's no way to like undo the timeout early? Is it one of those like timeouts?
Yeah, you can't do it. It's a hard set 2 minutes. And the skate guys are trolling him too. They're just like, all right, that's all your pauses. Like, because it is in theory, right? You have 430 seconds.
430s, yeah.
Yeah, in one 2 minutes. They're just hard trolling him. You
That's
love
funny.
it. You love. I wonder how this round's gonna play out for Apex. We can see it's a half buy with 2 rifles saved. I could see them trying to fight for water, maybe going for a boost, baiting a pistol and a swing. This round is within reach for Apex, but SKADE wanting to build that T economy. The fact that they're at 5 rounds and still have 1 to 2 buys under the belt is worrying early, but it's only a little worry. It's still very manageable from Apex.
Yeah, so actually what I'm noticing right now is that both rifles are headed towards the B site. The pistols are going connector. So I think that on B it's a normal gun round, but everywhere else it's an eco. They're going for the monster pop here. Now Kez is starting to get a ton of information. Yeah, he's realizing that no one's B, no one's in water. I'll talk to him. See, that's not Raftu's unfortunately not able to capitalize off that pressure, and he falls. He gives away an AK-47, and suddenly now this is looking kind of dangerous, Keith, especially if Goose is able to find one, and he does, and he leaves. He takes his chances for the end round. Bellin is able to respond back to Marselius, but they're most likely not going to expect Truth to be right behind.
Yeah, Truth has beautiful timing here. He's just being cautious because he knows if they don't find the APEK, they can always fall back to him. Rainwaker looking to hopefully get into the site. Dennis is hiding dice. The flash is going to let Rainwaker go in. Now Spellin's holding connector. Truth misses his timing. That's so unfortunate. The bomb will go down. The M4s, I think they can afford to just go for this. They're buying next anyway. They have a kit and no utility, but even if they trade out like 2 for 2, it honestly may benefit them more in the long run. Rainwaker gets the first and not a chance. That was just clinical.
He's so
6-3.
clean.
Yeah, he's having one hell of a game, honestly.
That round was like the epitome of when I say sometimes playing perfect CS is not ideal. I know that sounds almost counterintuitive in some ways, but Truth had very unconventional timing that he should have capitalized on, right? They eliminated his teammate. As soon as they killed that player, no one was looking connector at all. Like, no one was expecting him to be there. And had he kept pushing forward, had he kept gaining ground on the flank, he actually might have just completely turned that round around entirely. But instead, he played it safe. He played the textbook CS. He held the flank until there's commitment on the A site, and he got baited into peeking once. To be fair, SKADE played that really well because they faked A hit first, pulling that rotate. But sometimes perfect CS is not ideal, Keith. And it's going to be Rocking drawing first blood here on the Truth inside the connector, as now the defense here for Apex has been split in half, Keith. One towards long, one in for Artie. The other 2 are on the B site that are about to get swarmed here by SKADE.
Smoke toward heaven. Flashes come over. On site, loses his teammate. He's gonna try to stand tall, but he's just overwhelmed by numbers. Apex overwhelmed again. This is going to be 6 rounds in a row, Roy. That is crazy from SKADE. Rifles come out. They lose the first rifle, but after that, they change the pace. They get the opening picks. Apex have had no luck in the opening battles. It has just been all SKADE. And then once SKADE get the opening pick, Apex, their counter plays are just off pace a little bit, and by the time they get some control or some info, SKADE are already on the other site. So a lot of things are just going SKADE's way right now.
Oh, nice attempt there for Dennis for the Hello.
Oh, you.
Oh, what is
He
that? He's like,
might be in
dude,
trouble.
that guy's coming for me. You guys a ninja just jumping around in the corner. Oh man, Apex now. Had they saved those 2 guns, this could have maybe been a purchase key, but it was with only the 1 gun save is unlikely for it to be. They're gonna go for the pistol, the upgraded armor, the Eagles across the board. Of course, hero out for him. Oh, come on. Dennis Law's like, nice man. Why are you stabbing him in the back?
Love tap, baby, love. Just to let them know they're there, Roy. They want to make sure Dennis Law is still, you know, he's still all right. He's still sticking around. But pretty safe from SKADE, all things considered. Marcelius is hopeful to find an op pick somewhere. Spelling, though, shutting down the B aggression. And that may just spell B for SKADE. They may just take the bomb, group up, and work towards this site. And I think they just spotted the op, too. So that's more incentive to pick up the pace. They're trying to get good timing. He gets shut down. And that will at least confirm them the B site. But Dennis is here with a Deagle, Roy. We all know what Deagle in Dennis's hands can do. Will he deliver? Misses the first shot, rocking 5 HP. Marcelius may want to consider just saving this. Economic damage almost isn't worth it at this point, but there's even a flank through long. Yeah, he's living on limited. He's living on borrowed time, as they say.
Yeah. And that... Wait. No way.
Oh,
Rain
did he really
goes...
skirt through?
No way. You let him slip past him? Does he get past spelling too? No. No!
No way. Dude, how is he sneaking out of here? What is going on?
There's a 0% chance they find him here. There's no way they find him here.
He snuck
There's
through.
no way.
That's actually hilarious. He's gonna live.
It's all Rainmaker's fault, though.
Oh, 100%. They're like, wait, how? Where? Like,
Should have just held the exit. I don't know why he was looking for him in the halls.
I don't know why he pushed bank like that. Yeah. Well, damn. Marcelius is secured back-to-back op rounds if he wants it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, SKADE still kept the round, but that's just kind of funny how that played out. SKADE back into their default. They'll leave Spellin towards the B site. The others, 1 connector, 3 towards A. Very standard, very safe default. The gathering of information, the baiting of utility, the counting of smokes across the map into some gorgeous mid-rounding is going to be the play. APEKS, timid. They are playing very timid, Roy.
I have to say, I think I'm attributing that to a big part of that, at least, is the fact that all their aggressive plays have been countered pretty well by SKADE. Their forward A control countered. Their connector plays countered. Any of their aggro plays have just been essentially cut by SKADE. So at some point, you have to wonder, like, hey, our aggressive is not working. Let's try passive holes. Let's just try contesting towards toilets. And so far, it's going great. Marcelius opens up the round. But I also can't help but feel like SKADE's already done their duty on this half. Like, they've gone 8 rounds. Anything beyond this is like icing massive bonus on top of the cake, Keith. Oh, this is starting to get very awkward here towards Sands, Keith. Raptu's here. They hear him. They know for a fact he's there. Dennis is going to walk away. Wait, they don't know he's there?
I thought they did.
He made a step, did he not? Or was that Marcelius?
That might have been Marcelius, but wow, good positioning from SKADE. They don't mind trading out like this. They're even going to plant backside of dice. That yells to me they're going to try to take late bank control. In the open, shut down by True. Denny's Law with a Deagle. Up on back, pulling an XP3, gets 2 kills. Oh, full XP3 mode. SKADE get to 9. Thank you for letting me use that reference now, Roy. I feel like it's so applicable in a lot of situations.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. XP3's a legend, man. Oh, I actually love that guy. He's funny. And Apex, unfortunately, they're not... Their efforts are futile, it seems. Age is playing a very strong default right now. What's crazy too is that like SKADE aren't even doing anything crazy. They're just holding, exploding, holding again, exploding for further map control, then holding again. It's like it's kind of interesting of a style, to be honest. And another point too is that I feel like when we watch SKADE, we never know what version of SKADE we're getting. Like either they're the best team in the league by far, or they're like struggling to get anything going. And they have these like massive swing in potential and successes, I find. It's kind of hard to tell which version of SKADE you're getting. And I think APEKS is realizing that we're getting the version of SKADE that's the best team in the league by far.
Yeah. Oh!
Nothing gets overlooked on these defaults.
Nothing. Marcellius getting forced back. They find Truth. They know he's the rotator because he's not normally here. Marcellius with a good flash, actually. Maybe we'll give him a fair fight. Oh, through the wall. No, got it back up. And SKADE, I feel like they're such a momentum-based team, right? They seem to be just hitting their groove. Everyone's playing and hitting the shots they need to. Punched APEKS right in the nose. The HP's low, but Rocking is spotted. Peterson, and they actually let him up, Roy.
I don't think it's going to make a big difference. 1 versus 3. No kit. I think the worst part is, like, we know that Rainwaker and Raftu are wounded, but he has no idea that they're as wounded as he.
Oh, go on.
I mean, now there's actually a fighting chance if he moves quickly.
Yeah, no.
Nah, he's run the time already.
10 for SKADE on the T side, Roy. That is a daunting scoreline. That's something I wouldn't want. Rainwaker is just admitting he's gonna die to the bomb, or Gorsan anyway. Doesn't even matter.
But in the end, Rainwaker destroys you.
Ooh, okay.
He's nuts right now, by the way. 180 R, 13 and 6, almost a single kill per round.
Yeah.
Over a 2.0 KD.
Oh. Denny's Law just posts up. He's hitting all the consistent shots he needs to. A deep smoke, but here comes Rocky. He comes out, flicks on over. Gorsan is gone. Volley towards the barrels. Raftu's got the other opening. Smoke on sight. And Dennis and Truth, not a chance. 11.
What do you even do against that? Like, they're running so fast, you can't even track them quickly enough. The skates are on, Keith.
The spacing is just so gorgeous there.
I also imagine if you're APEKS, like, you're starting to have some serious mental problems.
Yeah. Well, especially considering you start the game with getting aggressive. You lose those first aggressive battles on the first couple of rifle rounds. You fall into more of a turtly use utility style. And then SKADE just kind of outlast you and default you and get the opening pick and bait your utility, then execute on you. It's like you can't win. They haven't found the balance. They haven't found the formula that works. And unfortunately, they won't find it this half. And if they do in this round, it's just a little too late. I feel like maybe continuing that confidence into like the more CT controlled sides, or easier to control things, like maybe like a long setup or a water control fight once or twice here and there might have worked for APEKS, but once you get so down on yourselves and you lose those opening fights, you lose the retakes, you have to save all the time, it kind of all stacks on top of each other.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one thing that I've noticed with APEKS is they haven't really abused the solo player in Connector, right? It's just been really one person going there every single round. Send 2 riflers, instantly fight him. If the Opera has a good spawn for it, just have him fight it instead. There's just so many things that APEKS could be doing differently, but they're just falling into the trap of the basics, right? Like, go for water control, go for long control. Marseille is going to jump spot probably one final time here. As soon as he does, he's going to... Oh, wait. That's too late now. Fight. He gets 1, damages Dennis Law on the back as well. Molotov there to provide him a little bit of breathing room, and he does catch Spellin in the process as well. Now he's got the smoke to hold them back. He can attempt the escape. It'll be tough. Cannot actually manage it. And it's still, all things considered, back down to 3s, Keith.
freeze indeed. Long control, controlled by SKADE. That's bathroom like making awkward. Oh, what a flick! That was not. Was that captured on Rapture's POV? Because that was disgusting.
Yeah, we got that on his POV.
Didn't. Oh my! How is that fair? I didn't get to see it, but I did. I was watching Truth, and it just didn't have a chance. Maybe APEKS does, but he loses a lot of HP in this first fight, down to 15 HP. Denny's Law will find it, and a 12-3 half. I need a replay of that, Roy. That was... I don't know what to say.
Wee is what I say. I also always forget that SKADE's coach is Punisher, who's also a pretty well-known Bulgarian player. All right. I think it's safe to say that was a pretty good half from SKADE. Now they're on the CT side, and just by looking at their purchase here, they're looking for the brawl super early on, Keith. 5 armors. No kits, no smokes, no utility, no flashes, nothing. Just guns out, rocking out, then it'll be shoot to find the first blood, and shoot with the follow-up as well. And a third. Okay. Will anyone stop this man? Oh, Rainmaker. Wait, hold that thought.
Anyone? Dude, does he see his
Oh,
head?
he saw him!
Rainmaker got caught not looking down. He was looking forward, Roy. He wasn't looking down. He peeped up. He's like, do they see me? Oh yeah, he sees me.
He was definitely drooling. He's like, yes, I got the play.
100% if he would have kept looking down, I don't think they would have cleared him. They're so far in their minds. I think it would have got overlooked.
If he had a smoke kit, I could see that. But what would he do just hiding there? He can't defuse it. The scout tag comes out. The nade is the follow up. Not doing a lot of damage. That's one tag.
I always want to know how players like Rainmaker are able to get such a high surf on that wall. I cannot figure out, for the love of my life, not a chance, how to get that high up on it.
They didn't do it from all the way back, no?
Yeah, they're just way better at movement than I, Roy. I mean, sometimes I just have to admit that I'm not as good as I used to. I'm an old man now.
Has the hand to gun ratio always been like this? Like, I feel like the hands are just so much bigger than the guns now.
I feel like the glove, once they changed the glove models and started giving them skins and changed the look of them, everyone's hands are just fat. Could be wrong, though.
The Deagle just looks tiny with some of these gloves. And either way, APEKS are just biding their time. It's not a problem yet, but the problem is they're running the clock down and they're about to enter the B site, exactly where SKADE is holding their stack.
Shut down. Rainmaker only gets 1. Spellin hopefully getting some damage. He does get a kill. There you go. Gonna be going for some more. A tag on Dennis. Dennis can't beat. APEKS is like, oh, please don't hit me through the box, Spellin, please. Flash. Gruson gonna be pushing up here. Easy kill for him. And I hope I'm saying his name right. Is it Gruson?
I think it's Gruz.
Just Gruz? Because HLTV adds a AUN at the end. Or a UAN. Yeah.
ARN?
USAN. Yeah. Like a Gruson. I'm not. It's GRUSARN. So Gruson, right?
Grusarn? Yeah. I'm not entirely sure. I have to ask him how he wants his name pronounced. But
yeah.
I'm gonna call him Gruz for now because
that's understandable.
That's what his name shows up as in game. Truth is gonna walk in on the B site. That's really unfortunate for SKADE because they had the full stack. I think if one of the defenders had gotten a kill or two there, might have set them up a lot better there for that MP9 play. For now, it is APEKS gaining early strides here on this T side key.
Oh! Nice one tap. Gonna go for more. Just pistols. Not a chance. SKADE Will it be with an op? There will be an op, if they so choose. If they so choose. There it is, broken up by Denning's Law. The Bison's gonna stay in Marsilius' hands. I dig it. The armor pen's actually increased. It's one of those kind of like close the gap type of weapons. And will SKADE get caught off guard with APEKS coming connector quickly? SKADE get no information. They have a naded door. They have no one in water. Exchange of damage towards monsters. Seems like Truth will get the better of this. You know what? All pretty even, although Truth does come out 5 HP more. Why do I have the feeling Marsilius is going to double entry and battle for the Bison, though? Once he hits the flash. There we go. In he comes. They're doing the bait switch setup in bathrooms. This can be hard to break if you don't get any information. Marsilius is about to come into his sand. Doesn't even clear, check, or look in towards bathroom. And Spellin gets the freebie. Dennis just going to walk on up. Trying to bait the op shot, a deep molly, and SKADE are trying to get out with their man advantage. Good utility. And Akins gets caught. Denny's Law is going in. Dennis trying so desperately to get the refrag. There it is, but they haven't figured out exactly where Spellin is positioned. That molly actually hits him. Dennis now has all the info. As Rainwaker, though, hopeful to catch Truth. The lurk towards B. They can't go back anymore. They've lost that option. A is all that remains. And Spellin, with the op, finds a second. Can the third come in? Not yet. There it is. SKADE 13. Well held in the bathrooms.
I love Spellin on the op, by the way. Since he joined the SKADE, though, he's kind of passed it up to Dennis Law, but people often forget that Spellin needs to be a primary opper, right? So when he has the op in his hand, he's more than comfortable to just be rocking that no worries, no problems, as we saw there in that round. But now it's 13th here on the board for SKADE as they've come closer and closer to that finish line. And if they secure this round, Keith, the economy for APEKS is going to be completely demolished. Truth almost eliminates Dennis Law, but he barely gets out of that one alive. And the early efforts for APEKS are there. They've gone water controlled at least. They pushed the CTs back into more predictable positions for now. But they themselves have abandoned water, so both teams left a huge question mark. Spellin, I think, hears this commotion towards long. He has no support, though. No flashes coming in anytime soon. Except Dennis Law. He has one flash now. He's here.
Ooh. APEKS have won the utility battle. Question is, can they execute without getting picked apart by Denny's Law? He's going to flash long. Let Spellin peek for info. He can walk push bathrooms. This can be deadly if he gets good timing. Here comes the execute. Rocking right in front of the smoke. Holding mouse 1, 2, 3 for Rocking towards Sands. He'll finally get put down. But Spellin here has to push into the smoke. Spellin gets a freebie. Denny's Law gets a last. And the setup from SKADE holds true. A risk from Rocking, but it pays off.
In dividends. That was so crazy. I was like, dude, I don't know. This is either going to end terribly or amazing for Rocking. He's either getting one or he's getting all three, and he manages the all three. A solid round from him, and with the bomb plant being denied here for APEKS, that puts him in such a difficult position as they have opted for the safe keep, potentially forfeiting the round leading up to match point here. The 15th on the board for SKADE, and that day just seals the deal. Spellin there with a spray control. Nice round from him. It's all down to Dennis now. One kill in his name.
Almost. Oh, dude. Okay. If they let him escape there and reposition and like get another 1v1 with the Deagle, I was feeling it. I was all in for Dennis, Roy. I got it all in when he gets 3 kills with the Deagle. I just got a full send with Dennis. And here we go. AKs for APEKS obviously make the appearance. Perhaps the last round of the game, or APEKS fighting back, needing 9 in a row. Quick math. And it's immediately traded. So not bad for APEKS 1-for-1s. Typically favor the T's, but SKADE clearly getting some little bit of information that might have been the only B player. Could have been the lurk. Truth does like lurking here when they typically go for bathroom control. And again, it's going to be Spellin aggressive towards Sands. SKADE have liked fighting towards bathroom, and it looks like APEKS are going to kind of give the illusion they're slowly getting bathroom control and long and just phase back towards B. I like the idea, but if Spellin starts pushing and gaining information, Denning's Law can be over here before you know it.
Yeah, this is getting kind of awkward, actually. With Spellin's position, you kind of can't leave him by himself, but there's always the opportunity of the long A walkout. So they have to hold the 2-2 for now, unless APEKS shows heavy presence, which they do now. Goose eliminates Rocking. That's going to be Rafty looking at defense back. Just a little bit sloppy on the aim. He does manage at least one, and with that kill, maybe doable for SKADE, but heavily in the favor of APEKS for the time being. Bomb gets planted to the side of the pillar. Then it's attempting a shot with the smokes. That Molotov, I think, just sealed the deal. Spelling's on the flank. He might hold the final key here, Keith.
Yeah, can he funnel these players? I mean, they have short control, but they're just not going to take it. They know where both players are. And I guess at this point, Spellin's just going to be going for kills, trying to make APEKS nervous. Dennis, though, well handled with that AK. Beautiful shot. Denning's Law is going to save the op. And, I think they'll justify a buy. Rainwaker can buy, Raftu could buy, Denning's Law could drop. They have such a big round lead. I'm assuming they justify a buy. Especially now that you carried the op over. I imagine they do it.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see it.
And good old pause.
Now, do they take out the double out? That's a big question as well.
That's true. That is an option.
What's weird about this map is you think that the double op is like super strong on this map, but very few teams have actually found a way to make it completely effective. It's very awkward to op on the B site, right? Like you can either peek monster, but the T's beat you to the angle, or you go water. I guess you can shotgun it water, but if the flashes are coming in, it's probably not a safe option. Really, the only other option is playing around the pillar on the B site. That's like the only possible angle, besides the graffiti pit setup, of course. That's always an option as well, but that's more of a passive approach. It's tough to make it work. I really want to see what Spellin's up to with that second op.
Yeah, and I guess the issue with going towards short, unless you have a good spawn, is you're going to get mollied, you're going to get sprayed, and if you don't have any good flashes, you're probably just going to get traded. 30 seconds till we get to action. Don't worry, Truth does have an AK. Just laying in front of him. And of course, Spellin has the spawn for the APEK. He can either go connector or jump up on party and peek in towards Fountain. I imagine that'll be his move. Denning's Law, what's his spawn for? Nothing. So he's probably just going to be chilling.
These are very long tactical timeouts, Keith, and hopefully they're plotting some strong strategies. All right, here we go. We are live. We are. Oh, I thought both ops were towards B for a second, but it's Spellin going aggressive. He manages the shot to the leg onto Dennis. That's going to weaken his aggression early on. And Dennis Law actually catches the second player towards the B site, so he does manage to find the opener on B. They tag down Dennis, so they'd have set themselves up nicely here for the potential finish, Keith. They're man up. They have Dennis wounded. They still have a good amount of utility to hold back the defenses for quite a while, and they're hearing that at least one or two players are out here towards the A site. Flashbang goes through. Rocking spraying wildly. Actually catches that wounded Dennis from earlier. Now he's going to try to hold his ground. The Molotov's going to push Groove forward, but he can't land the shots. He had him dead to rights, but he slips on it. Now the rotates are making their way here. SKADE have sent 3 players towards this A site. Only a single defender holding down the B for the time being. Once time passes, they'll relocate their numbers. But for now, they're going to play the pressure, Keith. And if APEKS decides to commit on the A site, I don't think this ends well for them.
Oh, RAF2 should have a freebie. Ooh. Russ, be careful, my friend. You're playing a dangerous game, but he's committed. He's forced to it. RAF2 wants his fight. Oh, and it gets back up right in time. They bring it back to a 3v3. This long player, he's playing a risky game. Russ is playing so deadly. Spellin just peeking, cutting them down. Marsilius is on the page, and Spellin, the secondary Opski. You said you liked him on the op, Roy, and he shows you why, man.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he was a primary. Like, he has no problems, no sense of discomfort rocking the op, right? Like, a lot of people think they're oppers, right? Like, they're like, I can use the op, I'm an opper. That's not what makes an opper, right? There's intricacies to the movement, to the positioning. Like, Spellin has these things that he's developed over years of competition, right? And it's always amazing to see the double op set up in play for SKADE. And a rough game for APEKS, so I will admit, they got absolutely stomped on their CT side by a pretty strong forward coming SKADE. So congratulations to SKADE as they advance to the 1-1 pool, if I'm not mistaken, as this was the 0-1. And APEKS, unfortunately, will be going on to the 0-2. Have one final match coming up, Keith, here. We have a tight schedule. We have a tight ship. If I'm not mistaken, it is Clint versus... Yeah, you got to check that.
Clint versus Fate.
Fates, that's who it was. Okay. Now, this is going to be a pretty interesting matchup here as well. That is coming here up shortly. If you're in here right now, please do follow our socials, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We are everywhere pumping out content, bringing you some amazing Counter-Strike action. We are going to cut to a quick break because we are humans and we need that break. Give this man a follow. Give myself a follow. And, of course, Melanie, our producer, observer. We will be back in a couple minutes. And as soon as we come back, the action will have already started. And it is Dust 2, Keith. See you soon. Enjoy the music for now.